Hi everyone, it's Fiona Fernandez. I'm live. Just come on to do my launch today. If you're joining me, welcome. Get my screen on. Turn the sound off. Don't need that on, do we? Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Who's with me today? So today I'm doing a catalogue launch, which is when we look at the catalogue, and just mine's getting a bit worn already. Look at that, I've got lots of tags hanging out of it everywhere because I've been putting everything there. Hi Wendy, thanks for joining me today. And I put tags in it to find things, so I've put extra tags in for today to find other things as well. And I've got a few things to show you along the way on the side here. So we have a bit of fun, and then for those that have paid for my party pack, I've sent those out. So some of them haven't arrived yet, but that's okay. You can still have fun with them afterwards. And of course you can contact me to have a Zoom or something if you want to have some interaction with that. That'd be great. I'm always happy to do that. Now I'll just wait for a couple of others to come on that I know are coming along. So just in my little sample thing here, I've got some of the ribbon, and there'll be things like that in the packet as well. So the catalogue we're looking at is the Stampin' Up! Annual catalogue for May 2021 to April 2022. So they have changed the dates on some of their catalogues recently, so they're integrating a little bit to a few different dates, and then there'll be a new mini out about August. That one's coming out a little bit later than normal. Right, so let's keep going. So I'll be showing you some of the catalogue, and well, most of it. I'll try and get through most of it. And then afterwards we'll do our Zoom bit. So if you were wanting to join in and get a party pack, just send me a message, and in the comments or in a message from my page to let me know if you're interested in getting one of those, and we can sort that out with you later. So first of all, in the party pack, I'll just have a look at what I've got here. The party pack has a few little goodies in it. I'll just pop that out of the way. And I've actually made a nice little thank you card for the lovely people that have joined my party. Let's Create. And that's using the Let's Create one. We'll look at that when we get through it into the catalogue. I'll show you that as well. And there's little Ombre bags. So these are bags you can buy in a packet like this. Ooh. And I've stuck it to the front of the packet. Oops, the daisies. Just be careful of that one. See what happens? You don't stick the top down. So you've got to stick that back down. I've done that a few times now on things. Ombre gift bags, and they come in a few different colours. And there's 20 bags in the packet. So I've actually just embossed those with this little embossing folder. Hi Athena. And so these are really cool. So to emboss them, because of the width of them, you just put them in and do the first part and line it up along the side there. Run it through your embossing machine and then line it up on the next one. So you sort of line it up on the dots that you already had. So like if you were doing it that way there, you'd line it up on those dots that you've already done, and then so they overlap a little bit, but you can actually line them up really well so that they just fit perfectly, and then you end up with that. So that's a cool little embossing trick, and you can use most of the embossing folders. I haven't tried it on many others. I had one other that I tried on a floral, which I'll just open that back up. I think I've got it in here. I didn't line this one up as perfectly. It was on one of the florals, but it still looks alright if you put some ribbon on it. And yeah, cool. That's a little embossing trick for you. Just pop those over there. And I've just got a few lollies and tea bags and things in the sample pack. And I've also got some samples in the little bag for you to play with, and we'll talk about those a bit later. And I've also got a make and take card in there. So this is one of the Memories and More card and envelope set. So I'll show you those down the track as well. And then there's also a sheet to tell you all the products that are in your pack, so you can have the item numbers if you wanted to order anything. So that's the party pack. And after, in our Zoom, we're going to have a little bit of fun and ask a few questions and do a few things like that while we make a card together. So that should be good. So let's get into our catalogue. I'm going to have a lucky draw prize as well today in our Facebook Live. So you can answer me your favourite new in colour. You must write it in the comments, and if you haven't liked my page yet, and like my page by midnight, so I will check that again tomorrow. Anything that's put in before midnight will go into the lucky draw prize today. So your favourite new in colours, so we'll come across the in colours as we go through. And if you don't have a hard copy of the catalogue, I'm quite happy to send you one as we go, like after this of course. But if you don't have one, you can get a PDF copy on the website, on the Stampin' Up website. So if you go to the FionaFernandez.stampinup.net and scroll down the page, you'll find the PDF of the annual catalogue and the mini catalogue as well. So that's that. So yeah, make sure you make a note of the new in colours, or look up in your catalogue so that you can write your favourite new in colour to go in the draw, and you'll get a sample of something from me. So that's just to say thank you for joining me today and commenting. That'll be good. Where are we up to? I've got a little list here so I don't miss anything. So in the little party packs as well, and I can also email this to you if you want a copy, or just use a piece of paper. I've got some my wish list, and I've got all my details on there, and so I just put these in so that you can write things down as you go if you're interested in anything in particular. Even if you're just, you're not sure if you're going to be able to buy it or not, you can still write it on your wish list. That way you won't forget what it was. It's got a spot for item, page number, description, and the price. So just note that in the catalogue they do have New Zealand prices as well, so always make sure you look at the Australian price for us. I can only sell to people in Australia, and that's the price it'll be. So that's your little wish list. So get ready with your wish list to write your dreams down. Right, let's go. So looking through the catalogue, sit down now, I'm standing up to look at a few things. So on the first page, when you open your catalogue, you've got Take a Sip, and that stands for stamps, ink and paper. So you can have a look through that, and that's about learning to stamp. And then over the page we've got the Statement of the Heart: to love what we do and share what we love. As we help others enjoy creativity and worthwhile accomplishments, in this we make a difference. That's one of the things that really appealed to me when I started doing Stampin' Up, because I really like the ethic of the company, and that it's all about doing what you love and sharing it with people and making a difference. And sending a card to someone can make such a difference and make their day. So that's probably the main reason I do this. I love creating, and I love sharing things like that and bringing joy and encouragement to people. I think that's really a wonderful thing, and I really like doing it. So on this page here, we've got the table of contents, so that they go through and show you, different all occasions. So these are all the suites. So they do package things in suites, so I'll go into that a bit more in a minute. And that's the names of them. And then we've got the accessories, hoist and join, so it's got all your indexes there, where to find things quickly if you need to find them. We've got all about the stamps here to tell you the difference between the cling is red rubber stamps. They give sharp results with very detailed images, and the photopolymer are transparent polymer stamps, and they're ideal when you need precision alignment, so you can see right through them. So down the bottom we've got our little icons, so N for new product, which I'll show you that as we go through. Specialised polymer stamps with images on both sides, they're reversibles. Distinctive stamps create different opacities in a single stamped image. They're really, really lovely stamps. And the little clock shows you that they're quick and easy projects. So you can see that at a glance as we go through the catalogue. And where are we? We got perfectly. So they've just sort of done a few different things about the coordination here. I'm always going on about that in my lives, if you've caught me live. And I just love the way you can bring other things in and coordinate them. The kits are coming out 1st of June, so that's this week, so that's pretty exciting. And I do have one little kit card here to show you. This is the little butterfly one, this one over here, which I made in my live on Wednesday night. And you can just follow their instructions and make up a really quick little card. Or you can vary it and put it with other products if you wish to. That's that one. And I'll just show you one of the other kits as well. So show you quickly how they come, because as a demonstrator we can pre-order, which means we can order before they come out to the public. And that way you can have a look at them, and that's the butterfly one. So this one comes just with the adhesives and all the pieces you need in it to make your cards, and I've opened this one already, so it's all bits and pieces in the box, and there's little bits there. It has everything you need to make the cards, so you don't need anything else. It all fits in that little box, which is really handy. You can also use the box as a gift box. They make great gifts as well. Someone just starting out. So they come with a little ink spot in the other ones. So these ones are $33. The ones without the ink spot and stamps are $21. And that just has a few sentiments. But after you've got it, you know, one or two, you could mix and match them anyway and make different cards as well. So that one's got a Father's Day thing in it. And there's 10 to choose from when you this week when you look on the website. So the way they're doing these is that you look on the website. They don't actually have them in the catalogue to order from. They don't have any numbers here. This is just a page to tell you that they're doing the kits. And as they sell out, they'll get new kits in. So you just need to see on the website what is available at the time when you want to do the kits. Beauty of the Earth is, I said I used last for my last class last weekend. So we made a few cards. So these are my samples from last weekend. Got two of that one because I decided to do this one on white and that one on the grey granite. And that was another one. So I'll just show a few samples as we go along, just to see all the different things you can do with them. So the suite, if you buy it using this item number up here, you get all these things that are listed under the suite here. So you get the bundle, which is the stamps and dies. You get the Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. So that's what you can see in the background here. These are all Designer Series papers. And you also get the 3D embossing folder, which is a bark. Now I didn't use it for a big piece, but I did use it on my, I'll come up close. I used it on my trees, so you can actually see the indentation on the tree trunks there. And that one I didn't think, oh yeah, I did do that one a little bit. So the bark folder gives you that nice bark look. So there's, if I move my cards out of the way, you'll see the bark over here on this folder here. So it's an embossing folder. So the embossing folders go through your Stampin' this machine here, which I'll show you a bit later. So you will use them on there as well as your dies. What else do I need to show you here? Create trees with an amazing watercolor look using the Beauty of Earth Designer Series paper. So you can cut them out like this. So I used that on one of the cards, and that way you end up with this effect. So they've actually got this multicolored Designer Series paper there, and when you cut it out with this die, it looks like this. I've colored the vellum in the background using my blender brush and some ink. And then I used all the little cutout pieces to do the leaves along the bottom here. There's so many things you can do with them. It's wonderful. Now I do like everything I see almost, and I don't have everything. I have a few things. So I've actually bought the layering diorama dies, and they come up a few times through the catalogue. I haven't actually used them yet, which I'll do in one of my lives, but this is what they look like as a set. So you can cut out all different shapes and layer them up, and they look great with this fish one, don't they? And this one here is the Art Gallery stamp set. I'm actually going to be using that. So this is still a suite collection in the mini high die, and in the mini catalogue, there are still some things available. It is on low inventory though, so if you're wanting to grab that, you need to get that soon. And there's more that goes with it in the mini catalogue. So in this annual catalogue, they've carried over the stamps and the dies to go with it. So it's just the stamps and dies. In the mini catalogue, it has more paper and things like that. So I'm happy to show you that. Now that's a distinctive stamp set, so it gives you a real distinctive stamping. I've got a couple here. So that's a couple of my cards that I made using this set a while ago. One of my lives. I actually used offcuts of my white cardstock, and I think that some of them were a bit embossed. I'd done a bit of watercolor stuff, and I just sliced it all up and put it on the cards. And this is the ribbon that actually comes with it at the moment, but it is carried over into the new catalogue, into this one, so that's good. So you can just see from that, this is stamped. So I've just stamped over it with a bit, I've just coloured in a little bit of the stamp with one of the markers to get the ink down the bottom there. So they're beautiful stamps, and we will be playing with those with a bit of the gold leaf as well in my next class in June, on the 26th of June. And this one, there was some acetate that came with it in the mini, so I haven't checked if that one's still available, the acetate. I'll have to look that up, but if you need to know those things, just go onto the website and have a look, or send me a message and I'm happy to look them up. Let's move that over. Alright, where are we going now? We're only up to page 13. We're going well. So whenever you see a bundle like this, a 10% bundled savings, it's when they put a stamp set and dies, or a stamp set and punches together. If anything that's called a bundle is always 10% off. So it works out cheaper if you buy them together, if you're going to buy them. Like, you can buy them individually as well. You can buy them by using the individual numbers. So the item number here for the stamp set is there, and the item number for the die set would be where the dies are in 161. I'll just flick to there for a second. So you can buy separate dies and stamps. You don't have to buy them all as bundles. Sorry, just had lunch. What one was I looking at then? The window one. The window one, what's it called? It's called Window Flower Box Dies. So these are in alphabetical order. Oh, that's in a... Oh, okay, there we go. Welcoming window bundle. Window flower box. They're the dies there. So they've got a separate item number, but again, they've got the bundle listed here as well. So you can see the bundle there. So they come as a bundle. Just so you know, sometimes people just want to buy the stamps or the dies, so you can do that. And they're gorgeous too. I haven't got those ones yet. I think I've got this one though, Wish for Everything, which is so good for so many different sentiments. And that coordinates with the Word Wishes dies. So this one is not a bundle. I think it used to be, but it's not anymore. So it's, the dies are just separate in the dies section, page 166. So up the back, once you get past the bundles, you'll find all the dies at the back. Okay. There's the dies there. So there's the Word Wishes dies. So there's a whole lot of words you can actually just cut out. And as Diana will tell us, she's been playing with the adhesive sheets lately to put underneath when you're doing this, so you don't have to put glue on the back. You just peel the backing off and have adhesive sheets under it. The adhesives are all here on this page. Where are they? Adhesive sheets. Easily adhere shapes you cut with a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So that's something I'll do later on in one of my other lives. I'm not planning to make too much today in this situation. I'm just going through the catalogue with you. Page mark 215. So over the page, on this page we've got a thing called reversible. So through the catalogue you'll see bits like this where they give you little techniques and tips, which is really handy. So this one's all about the reversibles, specialised photopolymer stamps you can stamp using both sides. So the stamps are reversible, so you can get that. So that's pretty cool. And stamps are reversible, ink can stamp either side of the stamp. So on these as well. So So I did do some classes on this one a little while ago. Is that one? And made a few cards using those. And flipping this, see these ones? They've got the solid stamp as well as the other side. And that one. And again, this one coordinates with Majestic Mountain Dies. That's this one here. They're all lovely. And I do instructions for my classes. So if you to join in with the classes, you get the instructions as well. But if you wanted to buy the instructions separately, I do sell the PDF for $5. So for all the classes that I do, I then put them into my shop and have a file handy to email you. Now this is a card I did using another stamp set that has now retired, but you could still use this sort of stamp set to do the similar thing because it's got the die cuts for the trees. If I look at the Mountain Majestic dies on page 164, up here it's got a couple of trees, so you could still do this sort of card, and this is quite a simple card to make. That was using some designer series paper, but you could always just do a bit of a water wash on it to get that background. And there's trees and there's stamps in there as well. So that's just a suggestion. I'll just keep on going through here. So this one's based on all the... So here's some of, on page 17, this is our new in colours across here. There's another section on the in colours as well, but here they are: Polished Pink, Pale Papaya, Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, and Fresh Freesia. So don't forget to write in the comments which one is your favourite colour, so in colour, so that you go into the draw today, and I'll be drawing that tomorrow. So you have to write your favourite new in colour, and like my page, my byfihandcrafts page, if you haven't already. So these are the colours here. Put them in the same order: Polished Pink, Pale Papaya, Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, and Fresh Freesia. And they're gorgeous. My favourite is Fresh Freesia because I like freesias. I love them. So there's the colours. Just pop them over to the side now. And of course they're in the book a few times. I won't mention every single stamp set we see, but you're welcome to go through it later yourself and just pick out a few things that I've come across. I do like these, but I like the diary thing as well. I think that's a great idea, but I just haven't got that yet. That's on a wish list. Don't forget to use your wish lists. Soft Succulent, good. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I do like all the colours, but my favourite's the Freesia one. So this one here, Blossoms in Bloom, that's got a lot of things to do here in the dies. They've got a couple of different ones you can use it for, so that's really cool too. Some of them cut out a few different layers as well, which we'll come across. The Tropical one is a distinctive stamp set, so that gives you all that extra detail, and it helps when you're colouring it in as well, because you can just see that that's the darker bit in the middle. I did one on that last year when that was a whole collection in one of the other ones. This is the Macrame embossing folder here. So I've got a sample of that in your little party pack. There's a sample piece on, I think it's on Soft Succulent actually, Athena. I've done that with that set, and I've got one to cut out in a minute. I have done one to make a card afterwards. So this is what it looks like once you've put it through the embossing. So you put it down with the Stampin' Up logo on the top, and you get a lovely puffy looking piece of card. You can just use these for so many different things. They just make lovely backgrounds, and you could colour them as well and use your brushes. So use your little blending brushes to colour the tops of them, or your daubers. Lots of things to do with that. We'll come to that in a minute. Now this one talks about make it pop, add a little pop to your projects by using Stampin' Emboss powder. So I'm not doing embossing today, but I did have a card in here. Where did I put it? So this is just a card I did with the trees recently. These ones at the background are now retired, but I just brought it out because I did emboss on that one with the clear and use the Versamark. Did I use Versa? No, I think I actually stamped that with the Misty Moonlight, and then I put clear embossing powder on top of it. So that worked out quite well. That was on vellum. So I do like it. I have done a lot of embossing in the past, and I'm planning to get into that a bit more. All fresh freesia, yay! So that's what Make It Pop's all about. It's about embossing powders, and that's in the back where you can buy all those things. Just keep up with my sheet so I don't miss anything I've wanted to talk to you about. The blending brushes, we've talked about those, and so you could see on the actually there'll probably be another page with blending brushes. We'll keep going. All right, now this page here is what I based my little thank you card on. So I did it a bit different, but I've used a different embossing folder in the background. They've used this one. They use this one on this packet. And if you are a demonstrator, you can actually download all the recipes for the catalogue. They have a recipe section where you can download the files to tell you how they made everything in the catalogue, which is really handy, so you don't have to sit there and try and work it out. You can actually go into the demonstrator website and find that. So this one was the Pansies paper, and this one is off the penned, we'll get to the hand penned thing, but it's out of this one, Hand Penned Petals. It's another set we'll come across. So these cards are from that, so that's what's in your party pack. Let's put that over there. The friends are like seashells over here, so there's a blending brush there. So they've actually used the blending brush just to do the background. See, they've got a couple of different colours there. And if you watch my lives, every Wednesday night I'm live at 8:30 p.m. and I do all sorts of different things. So I have used the brushes a bit now, and some of the things I'll show you now. I have used this one. I've used the blending brushes on the middle here with the different colours, and that's the that's shiny paper, specialty paper. So this set is still in the mini catalogue with the collection, so with the DS Designer Series paper and the extra bits in here. In the new annual catalogue, it's just in here as a stamp set bundle and the bundle. So if you wanted to get the whole lot, it's best to go and look online now before the end of June, and you can get the whole thing. So on your bookmarks in your party packs, I'll just show you, I made some bookmarks for people doing the party pack. I've used, for the fresh freesia, oh, I've probably gone past that one, have I? I have. What one was that? Hang on. Oh no, I'm not up to that one yet. I use this little stamp here to do the pale papaya colour. So this has all the in colours written on it to help you remember what they are. And I've just used different stamp sets. I'll leave that on the side there. Different stamp sets to show the colours and how they work. So I just made sure I stuck something there so I wouldn't forget to tell you that. Over this page is your Pansy Petals. I love these ones. It's just got so much. I just love the colours together too. And this has got all your in colours as well. New in colours. It's just beautiful. So the papers, the Designer Series paper, you will find your Designer Series paper. Sorry, that's right, it's a bit funny. In the back on page 130 to 131, 132 and 133. So you can see all the Designer Series paper colours and what's in them. So I did a paper share recently, some of you got that, and you got everything except I didn't put this one in because that was from last year and they carried that over. But there's some beautiful Designer Series papers, so make sure you check those out later. But this is the Pansy one, and this is my Pansy card, one of them. And I've just used the dies to cut out the leaves and vary that. I've used the dies to cut out the flowers from the paper, or you can stamp everything yourself and colour it yourself. So I've got the little little bees there. I'll come back to that one because I'll talk about the background when I get to that. Just stick that up there. This page, we've got Dressed to Impress on this page, and I've used the flowers from that on your little bookmark over here. Now, if you're ordering anything before the end of May, I've got a host code for my workshop this month, and if it's under $250, that goes towards my workshop, which I'm the host for, and I then get Stampin' rewards on the combined sales. So I put some sales in on that as well, and anything extra then I can put back into giving out my lucky door prizes and gifts and things like that, and giving things back to my customers. So if you do purchase over $50 worth, I do give a free thank you gift for that, for spending with me, and you always get something depending on how much you spend, but yeah, I sort of try and keep it as a percentage of that. So this one here, I do love this little bag. This is in the dies, for the all dressed up dies, this little bag. It's really cute. It's gorgeous. I did make some last year, but they're in different colours now, so I like the way they've done this one, and that's a stamp, I think, the background one. Oh, Decorative Masks. They've used masks. We'll get to the masks. Now, I haven't bought any of these ones yet. I do have some coffee cups though that came with a set last year. But they do look nice. Birthday, and you've got the little cup stamp. They've got a lot more foodie ones, so there's some other ones in here too. I like this one too. This is really cute. Look at that. Cooking. What's cooking? That's so gorgeous. I love the little board with this wood grain look. So cute. And they've got the little brick bits there as well. See, all the backgrounds, you can do so many different things with backgrounds. There's masking techniques. This one's got the potted succulent dies. That's actually a die cut. So we did a class on that, but I don't have those cards handy at the moment. And I've used the soft succulent here on the little succulent, that stamp there, and you can colour them in as you wish. See, they've used some of the pansy paper behind there. That's out of the pansy pack. And there'll be some questions later in my Zoom about some of these things, but you can go back and have a look. What have I written on there? Oh, this set here, Create with Friends. This is a beautiful set. I'm going to use this afterwards. And I just love that they brought out a stamp set called Create with Friends, because that's exactly what we're doing, creating with our friends. And I loved it because in my little card, I don't know if you've seen in my little blurby bits anywhere on my blog or my page, but I usually finish off with let's create. Let's create. So I was really excited when I got this one, and it had let's create in it. So I put it together. So I'm really happy about that. I think it's a lovely set. Nice words. So these ones, I've used that one before, but I don't have the card handy. A Lovely You. They make lots of lovely cards. And Daisy Lane. This is the one with the, it coordinates with the punches. Let's grab them out. So that's one of them. And that's the other one. Just to show you how big they are. I think that's the right size actually. So they've actually printed them true to size. So that's really, and they can punch it. There's other sets that sort of match in with those as well and coordinate with them. The Tulips, that's a beautiful one as well. Lots of beautiful cards made with that one. Another wordy one, Sunny Sentiments, that's a new one. So see the little N, so that means they're new. This one's new. I don't have those ones yet either. But see how simple that is? You can just use that as the background and then just stamp your sentiments on, pop a few flowers on. It's great. Is anyone crafting while they're watching? Make it happen. I really like this one too. That's on my wish list. Make it happen. It's got some books and a board and a desk. I like that one. These are good banner ones. Bunches of fun. The older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana. Oh, that's cute. I got you something for your birthday. You're holding it. It's a card. Very cute. All right, look at this. I've got lots of tags on this page. Rightio. I've got the many messages set here. So this one is a stamp, and then the die cut is the whole piece. So it cuts everything out at the same time. You're crafting die? Great. Pink Christmas card. Good. That sounds exciting. Yeah, so this one cuts out all these pieces at once. So you end up with a whole lot of sentiments straight away. Or you can stamp them onto the background like this one. So this one I've used that on the background, and then I've used the butterflies. We'll get to the butterflies in a minute. And a bit of Forever Fern here. And the painted poppies. And a heart that's come out of something. I can't remember what that was out of. But there's a little heart stamp in there as well. See? That fits on there. Or maybe that is out of the die. I haven't got the die out. I'll have a look at it in a second. It's on page 164. Let me just have a quick look, because it tells you what all the dies are. It'll be this one here. So we do have a little heart in there, but it's a solid heart. So that other little heart was out of something else that I've used along the way. And I just didn't make a note of what it was. It's come out of somewhere. But they often put little pieces in like that, which is really handy for using on other things. I'm just having a quick look. See, there's all little stars in that one. There's another. Just see if it's on one of these. It might have been last year, but you could still use that solid little heart. There's the butterfly one. Can't see the hearts. I can't find the heart. Never mind. It's out of something. But that's something you can do with it anyway, just to give you a bit of an idea. And on this side here, I've got the birthday, Happy Birthday You Sweet Thing. This is the Sweet Strawberry bundle. Now I had started making one with some designer series paper from last year, but then I saw this and I thought, well, you could really easily do that with your in the host pack. There's that paper there is out of the host pack. So this paper is quite a big packet of 48 sheets of 12 by 12, and you can only buy this if you host a party or put an order in that qualifies to get you and buy things with your Stampin' rewards. So at the back of the catalogue, when we get there, there's a section on hosting. It's just over here. There's a section here. So the paper's in there if you're looking for it. And it tells you here what you need to spend to get your Stampin' rewards. Stampin' rewards, you get 10% if you get 250 in party sales. 500 is 12%. 750 is 14%. And over 1,000 is 16%. And you also get a 50% off item. So if you get Stampin' rewards is when you can purchase these items here. So I've got the background stamps and I've got the paper. I haven't got the other ones. And as a demonstrator, you can get those things in your pre-order. And there is a special on until the 14th of June that if you spend $400, you get an extra $40 product credit as well as rewards. So that's pretty cool as well, just so you know that. And that's also on my page somewhere. Yeah, so that's the paper. So the back of these are all black and white. They're all black and white, and you could colour them in. Might pull one of those out to colour in a second. Let's colour one of them in. I don't think I've just have to turn around. Hang on. Got to find that piece of paper. This one of these. There's a bit of that in your party pack as well. A bit of this paper, little samples. So I just put little samples in, and just so you've got a look at it. It's got colour on one side and black and white on the other side. So that's the sweet strawberry comes with a punch if you buy it as a bundle, and you can punch out all the separate pieces. I haven't got the animal one, but I saw Di do something with that today. Yesterday. Looked very good. But again, you got your animal print embossing folder there. And I don't have these ones yet either, but these are good ones. This is a new the stitch leaves is new. I saw someone else do something with this set last night. That was nice too. With the dad's hats off, that's a new one. You make little hats and they look really good with the stitching on them. Look. So they will show you the colours that they're using in the main things they're doing, which I really like. This is a nice one too. I like these circle ones as well. They're die cuts. So they've made that into a shaker card. So the other thing I thought you could use out of your packets when you get your stamps, they come with these clear bits. You can actually buy the acetate as well, I believe, on one of the pages. But I thought you could use those clear bits out of your packs. Where's the acetate? Not sure what page it's on. Window sheets here. Window sheets. 136. I haven't bought any window sheets yet, but there they are. 2 clear window sheets. Make windows or boxes or cards, or cut with selected dies. So that's pretty cool, and you can use your stays on ink for stamping on them. That's good. So I've just saved these out of my stamp packets so that I can use them for various different reasons. One of them was to do reverse stamping on. I haven't done any of that yet. I made some cards for my father-in-law with this set last year. The Whiskey Business. After the Storms. There's some nice ones there. And this one here, I've got a card that I did in one of my lives. You Are My True North. And I used a bit of the rubber that was around the stamp to do this background piece. So you can just use all of it, you know. I haven't done anything with that card yet, but it's just a sample. And the layering diorama dies there again. So these are distinctive ones. You can see all the lines, how nice they are. More trees. I've got some more forest scenes. And Nature's Beauty. And on your in colour bookmark here, we've got the tree. I used that little tree there to do your tree. Now I just used the I think I used my marker. You can actually use your markers, these ones, the Stampin' Write markers, to colour in your stamps to stamp with if you want to do various colours or a little fine intricate part, or if it's only small. And don't use your blends on your stamps, only the markers because they're water based. So that's the Tampology one. And that's a gorgeous set. There's a little tent and a little lamp and everything. Beautiful cards in here. Piece it together. So save your scraps of cardstock or pattern paper. You can line them up to create a background, or even use them to piece together words and phrases on a card front. So it's similar. I mean, that one's using words on the front, but it's similar to what I was talking about earlier with my little bits like that. You can save your pieces and just make a background with them. That back in there. Right, I haven't used these ones yet either. And don't forget we've got the paper trimmer, which is up the back of the book. Trimmer, page 151. We'll get to that. I like this page. Now this one is use the Give It a Whirl dies to do these. So that's a circle in the background, this piece, and you put it behind and then put the brads through it. So the brads look like this and they just push through your card, and then you can turn the circle. I really like that. So I've bought the brads already. I haven't got the cards. I haven't got the dies yet. I'm planning to get them, and I wished I'd had them the other day when I did that moon card. I'll show you the moon card in a minute. I've got a cloud in there as well. These dies have got a lot of dies on the page. They're on page, where are they? Well dies, 163. I'll just show you that quickly. I really like them. I stumbled across, here they are. See all the different shapes they've got in there. Oh, they've got little hearts too, little clouds. I love that. That's definitely on my wish list. That could be so handy. And then if you team it up with the, if you're doing numbers, this one, the Playful Alphabet, and you've got your numbers in there to put on there already. Or you could use the other one to have Mother's Day, Father's, you know, you could choose which day it is. Or you could, I'm just thinking something else, hang on. You could put the coffee and the cookies and the chocolate and the cocktails on there. See, so many things we could do with that one. I'm going to go that one. You'll see that in a live down the track. There's the turtles, stitching. There's a lot more now with the stitching on them, which of course I like because I like sewing. Alright, now this one's got the DS Designer Series paper. So there is a mask you can get and use your brushes or your daubers with it. Or the Designer Series paper that I was showing you, and I think there's a bit in your party pack, has, let me just grab the party pack. I'm sure there's a piece in there. Or did I take it out? I might have taken it out because I was looking for it. Hang on a minute. On my other one. Might have taken it out to show it. I put it back in the wrong bag. I put it back in the wrong bag. There it is. See, they've got some of that. So it's the same sort of shaping. Similar, anyway. If you don't want to make your own, you've got some in your party pack. Or you can get that in the host pack. I really like these cute little things too. They're gorgeous. Now this one's got lots of words, and that's a new one out. One Happy Family. You see all the words there? Now the peach one. Oh, the first card I ever made. You know what? I've been trying to find my first card I did at a workshop, because it was peaches and it was embossed with gold and it was so gorgeous, and I kept it and I had it framed for a long time, and then when I moved I took it, I'm sure I took it out of the frame, but I kept it and I can't find it. I've packed it in something somewhere, so I really wanted to show you that today, but I can't. So I'm going to have to get this set and make a new one, I think, because I really like the peaches, and it's, yeah, I really like all the colours and the shadings, and this is distinctive as well, so that's why you've got all those variations going on. But yeah, when I find that card, you'll hear about it. You'll hear about it. So these are just some other ones. I haven't bought all these ones. I can't buy them all. I like to, but I can't. So this one here, they've used the little butterflies out of here, and they've cut them and put them there, so they coordinate with the Hippo and Friends dies. And look, there's a little dragonfly. I've noticed little dragonflies through different things, so again you can cross your sets over and match things up. This one is about playing with patterns. What have I written there? Sample blends. Ah, yes, I was going to sample some blends. So this one's talking about using your blends to do this sort of thing with. So you could even just get a piece of where's my paper? Let's find my paper. They've just used their blend. I'm going to blend out. What blends have I got? I should use a fresh freezer one, seeing as I have one. I did get the I haven't got a lot of the blends. I haven't used them a real lot yet. And they're very similar looking to the Highland Heather. That's the fresh freezer one. And what other colour will I do? Oh, I might go soft succulent. Oh, that's jade. Hang on, that's not succulent. Maybe I didn't buy them all. We'll just try that one. Maybe I've only got a couple. So on this one here, they've just used their blends to do that. Just go through a little bit. I'm just going to go a little bit, and then we can always take it off the page. Just be a bit random about it. Just going to use the light and the dark. So they come in a combo pack. Actually, you know what? I might use the other end. So the other end is thinner and firmer. See? It's just a thin line. So then you can create your own little piece there. Pop it on your cutting thing. Trim it off, and you've got a little strip. Look at that. Oh, I probably cut that one off a little bit more, seeing as I've not gone so wide. Let's try that again. But that's really simple. Really, really simple to make a little something with that. And then just use what have we got here? Hang on. Let's use to punch. We'll just grab this out. Didn't put my name on that one. Looks like this one, doesn't it? So this actually has different measurements for the different widths, but because I haven't done this one the same, I turn it over like that so that I can see how equal I am either side of the punch. And just punch it. There you go. That's pretty simple. It can be as easy as you like, or you can step it up and make it hard. So I'll make something out of that later. Just to give you an idea of how to use your blends. I mean, of course, you can colour in as well. So on here, I'm going to colour in. I'm going to colour a flower. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I went out the lines a little bit. It's artistic though if you do that, okay? Just make sure you do it more than once if you go out, to make it look like you meant it, like that. They're pretty quick and easy to use. Here's my light one, and then I'll just get my dark one and just go in a little bit into here. I want to make that a bit darker in the middle. And that bit there. There we go. I'll finish colouring him in later. I might make something together with this thing. And then we'll make a card. Cool. Right, how are we going for time? 1:54. Oh, what page am I up to? 65. Oh, I better hurry. I was trying to keep it under an hour. Let's look at what I've got on my sheet. Okay. I was going to make a card out of that, but I might come back to that and see how we go for time. Otherwise I'll do it later this afternoon and I'll put it up on my page so you can see what I've made with it. Okay, so that was just using the markers to colour in the different stamps, and I was going to use the background that I've already made earlier, like that. So that's from one of the embossing folders, and I put colour and paste on it and it came up like that. So I did that a while ago, but it all dried like that. So I was going to put the stamp over the top of it. So I'll do that later. I don't have this punch here. This is a Simply Elegant suite, and again you can buy the whole suite. And this punch, you can punch it just small like that, or you can change it so you can do a longer one and make it a longer, like a bookmark even, and punch one end with one end of it and the top end with the top of it. I like the look of that too, and you can use it as tags. Love that. I'll just flip through these a little bit quicker. So this is a lot of distinctive stamps here. This is a new one with more sayings, lots more sentiments happening there, which is really good. Lots of backgrounds. There's just some more hearts and flowers. Let's flip past this. It's got glimmer. Add a little glimmer. So you can add glimmer, the shimmer paint you can get as well. So this one, yeah, we'll just flick through these ones. So you can see what's on there. And again, this is some of the DSP from this host pack. So I've used that on that card. So the back of that is the blue one here, and that's actually got the it's actually got some nice little flowers in it. I don't know if you can see that. But I liked that with the hand penned set. And I've just used it with the pale papaya to make a little card. Don't think I put anything inside it. Let's flick across to here. So the backgrounds here are embellishments. So this is a paper lattice, so you can actually get that separately. And it's on page 141. So all your embellishments and things like that are up the back of the catalogue. So just look in your index if you're not sure where things are. See, there's embellishment there. And there's the busy bees. They put bees out just for me. Look, busy bee. My team is called the Busy Bees. So if you wanted to join my team, you're welcome. And till the end of May, you get extra value, so that's really exciting. So you get $283 worth of value instead of $235, so that's pretty good, and it only costs $169. So if you want to talk to me about that, just send me a message and I'll have a chat with you. And of course you'll get you a gift for spending over $50 with me as well. And there's the little bees, so that's really cool. I like the bees. We'll just flick through here. So again, this is all about, you can create all different backgrounds. You can use the designer series paper, or you can create your own by using the masking tools that they have, things like that. They have mirror images here. They have a little tip here about creating mirror images with the silicone craft sheet. So I'm planning to do that in my live very soon, because I was talking a lot about reflections in the last week on my page, and I was going to do some of that the other night, but then I suddenly did the moon card instead. So I'll get into the reflection of things. And there's just some really cool little things there. There's the coffees. I did a class on the coffees and cookies one. Yeah. You need instructions. This one they've cut that out with a die cut, and then they've put a bag inside it. So all their bags are food safe. So if you want to put cookies or anything in there. There's some Christmas things for you if Diana's doing Christmas things. So they've just done strips of paper there. That's pretty cool. There's a new background stamp. And this is a new one as well, new bundle. Evergreen Elegance bundle, and it comes with a punch to do all these trees. But again, it blends nicely with the other ones that you can get. So this one has a punch that you can buy separately. It's on my table somewhere. This one, the pine tree punch. So that goes nicely too. There's some poinsettias. I've done a class on that before. We did a little box. You can buy the little boxes. See, this one's showing they're using the Ombre bags again as well. They're very handy little bags. Let's flick through these. Try and go. I was trying to go quicker. This is beautiful. I don't have this one yet, but it's so gorgeous. I've seen people creating such beautiful things with this. Just stamping with that just gives you that watercolor look. And the papers are beautiful. When I did this paper share and cut them all up, I was like, oh, that's so nice. And of course you can get these as well. So this one comes with those. That's the ephemera pack. And you get the bundle, so you get the stamps and the dies, and you get the paper as well as that. Or you can buy them separately. Colour and contour bundle. Now I will flick past these a little bit quicker because I won't spend too much on them. This one's not available at the moment because they had a problem with the stamp set. Got a couple of notes to tell you as I go. That is gorgeous, and I wish I'd had that the other night, the moon one, to do the moon, but these look really nice when they're stamped. Look at them. They're really lovely. Watercolour shapes. This is the hand pen set that I've bought. So this one is what I've used in the make and take today in the Zoom session. And that other one I showed you before has that image on it. Here's my little my moon card from the other night. So now this is some of the paper that I've put into your gift pack, little samples of them anyway. And that's really shimmery, it's gorgeous. It's the Ombre shimmer paper. Really pretty stuff, that. What have we got in my bag? That's about it, nearly. Then this one, the images in the catalogue, just so you know, this one and this one have been printed the wrong way around. So these are actually the same as what's in this picture here. They look like that. Just take note of that. If you're going to buy that set and you go, hang on a minute, that's not right, it's because they printed the image incorrectly here. That's the butterfly one I was telling you about before. And what have I got that written there for? Can't remember. 3 images on one stamp. The die cuts out 3 separate shapes. So that's another one of those ones that has something different about it. I don't actually have it to show you, but that's good to know that you can get lots of different images on the one stamp. And this one's new. Now the linen paper. I haven't used the linen paper yet, but it's specialty paper and it's on page 136. Find that quickly. And be quick. Yeah, linen specialty paper, 2 adhesive sheets. So I'm interested in getting some of that to see what it's like. I haven't tried it yet, but they've used it here. So that was something that I hadn't seen before while I was scanning my thing. I love that set too, that's beautiful. All these little leaves. And they put a lot of these little stamps through things as well that you can use on anything as little spatters or backgrounds. There's a symmetry one if you're into symmetry. Sweet symmetry bundle. Well, it's a whole sweet collection. There's the batik bundle. I'd like to see how that one went. I don't have that one yet. I do like the leaves, but I haven't got that. Now this one here, I'll just show you this quickly. It's I saw Sarah doing it the other day. Sarah's the CEO of Stampin' Up, and that's this one here. and it comes with an embossing folder that you can put the die cut into like this, and then you put your card and you cut it and emboss it at the same time. So we'll use that in a live one night soon. That's cool. So you can do your stamping and then it'll cut the middle out. Look at that. See are these? So that's very clever. I thought, wow, that impressed me. Put that at the back of my thing. So that's pretty cool. And again, these are more background little stamps you can get. So I did a background stamp earlier. I let it dry up there with my new Stitchery Stamp. Now the Stitchery Stamp is, I think we've already passed that page, but it's actually, looks like that, but it's actually a whole lot of stamps. I thought it was one stamp when I bought it. If I had time I was going to play with it, but I think I'll leave it for now, play with it later. See, I've put it all on as one stamp, but they're all individual stamps. I just haven't taken the backing off those bits yet. See? So you can take them out and put them wherever you like. So I was going to stamp it down there like that. So this is the white embossing, white ink, sorry. That's one. That's your Whisper White craft, Stampin' pad. Yeah, so it's just, I'd say that's how they've done these ones, the pink ones. So these are the background stamps. I love doing background stamping. I think it's so cool. And I've made 2 of those recently with the background stamps. This one. I just did another one the other day, which I don't have because I've given it away already. And it has gold leaf on it as well. So I just used a bit of Tombow glue. It's a bit of your multi-purpose liquid glue and tiny bit on there and let it dry in various places and then put the gold leaf on afterwards. So, and I actually stamped the word congratulations in the Versamark and gold leaf that with you use the heat and emboss powder for that. And I put one of these stamps, handmade for you, on the back of it because I made it for them. I'll put that on my page later on too. So that's all of the stamps and things, those products. And at the back, you've just got all your colours. So I'll just flick through that fairly quickly. And just read it all up here because it explains everything about the cardstock. We discovered the other day that some of the cardstock, this one here, the black here, it says 40 sheets there, cardstock. On the basics, these ones have 40 sheets in them. This one only has 24 sheets in it. Okay, so just be aware of that. But these two have the 40 sheets. If they've got a number, they're available. If they have no number, they're not available like that. Okay. But this is a good way, and as you can see, I tick everything to say I've got it all when I've bought it. And I put a P next to things if I've got the coloured pencils. So there are pencils as well, watercolour pencils, which are really cool. They come in 2 sets. That's one of them. And the other one's a bit smaller. They don't have all the colours in the pencils, as you can see by my P's, but I've just written down which ones have them. Just flick through those, and that's all the storage stuff up the back. So I've got some on my desk that you'll see sometimes in my lives. And again, this is the assortment bundles, so you can get cardstock with 20 sheets to each of 10 colours. So you don't have to buy them all individually. You can buy a pack of the different colours, and then they've got the in colours as well like that. So you can just buy one packet and you'll get a few different colours in the packet. The pastels are new. I haven't got the pastels yet, but I'm planning to get those down the track. They're new. The Memories and More What a Year card pack is new. Hand pen Memories and More, that's the one I've used. And this one is the cards and envelopes only. Okay, so just be aware that there's a few changes in the catalogue. There's no liners in those envelopes. I've just marked that out so I knew to tell you. And then as you go through the next sections, you'll go through and see all the different things you can purchase, the masking techniques and things like that. So wherever it's got an N, their new products. They have changed a few things where the embossing powders are now packed in sets of 3 instead of individual. So there's lots of things to look at there. These are all the designer series papers, but we'll just flick through those because you can study those in the catalogue later. They've got the new things. They've got the you know I love rainbow glimmer paper. If you didn't know, you do know now. This is the rainbow glimmer paper. It's just so cool. And I've used it on this one here. That piece there is that. Not that way. I do like the rainbow glimmer paper. And it's just so shimmery and lovely, and it doesn't come off. It's gorgeous. Okay, I'm nearly there. Nearly there, girls. And there are all your packaging. So again, the linen was new. You've got a few new things here in the box section. And then you've got all your ribbons. So the new ribbons come in all these different colours. There's 3 there. So they're the in colour ones, these ones, and they are, I've squashed that a bit. But they're gorgeous ribbons. They're just beautiful. Very nice, firm and soft. So they're really cool. And there's a few other new ones through there. Just flick through those, and you've got all your new. There's a few new gems, so these are the new in colour gems, and then there's jewels. These genial gems are in the pack today with your cards. So I'll get one of those. My next class is the 26th of June. I've written there because I've put on the gold leafing. The gold leaf. The Stamparatus is a very handy tool, and I'll be using that more through my lives, so you can see that in person as live. And then we just go through, so I won't go through all these again, but this is where you find all the bundles for the punches, and then you've got the punches separately, and then you've got all your tools and cutting tools and your embossing machines and the plates, and then you've got all your embossing folders. There's a couple of new ones there. And then you've got all your die bundles. And then the die separately at the back there. I'll just flick through those, but have a good look through those because there's so many different dies. Sometimes you don't pick it up when you're looking through the rest of the book, so it's good to have a good study of it all. All the adhesives are on that one page. Making memories about hosting a party, and join Stampin' Up. So that's the current specials till the 31st of May, $283 worth of value, and you can choose whatever you like in your starter kit. So that's pretty cool. And then there's the host section, and then you've got an index at the back. So that's nearly it. I'll wrap it up. And at the very back you've got an accessories index page as well to show you what page those other things are on. So if you're looking for something specific like cardstock, you know, photo pocket pages, so you can do photo work as well and make the memories books. So I think we've just about covered it. All right, there we go, Fiona's copy. So that's it for my catalogue launch. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a blast, and we shall get on and do some crafting now in our Zoom session. So we'll just take 5 minutes to go and have a tiny break, and then I'll be on the Zoom. Thank you. Ciao.